Checking in, the Bucks continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup on the road. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Dion Waiters. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Freak in at center. Vasquez out there with Jared Bayless. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Mayo in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 6. And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Adams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in scoring, 4th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
McGarry's checked in for Oklahoma City. Augustine comes in for Russell Westbrook. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Here's Mayo. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Vasquez passes to Freak. Goes up to the stripe. That's good. Freak's got his first points of the game.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now here is Augustine. Now the dish to Morrow. To the inside. Here's Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and that one's good. McGarry. Bucks trail by 4. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. They get it back.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Morrow, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Down low, here's Freak. Soft touch off the glass.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
The Thunder leading by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Augustine kicks to McGarry. Can't get it to go. Here's Vasquez. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Thunder up by 2. The second. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
Comes from me being 8 years old and me just.
Let's take him back.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And for the Thunder guys, and a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Mitch McGary comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kevin Durant's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dion Waiters. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Freaks checked in for Miles Plumlee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Monroe. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Parker. And it's Vasquez in for Chris Middleton. Mayo, that's good. Mayo's got his first bucket of the night. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Here's Carter Williams. Off the left rim and out. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Westbrook kicks to McGary. Inside, Adams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans had really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
The Thunder have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mayo. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Mayo's got his second basket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. And the Western playoffs, just it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
The Thunder have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. Free throw good, Adams. The Bucks making a switch here. Bayless is checked in. And so Adams nails both of them. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Bayless dishes to Freak. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And Augustine kicks to... Oh!
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Bayless the pass to Freak. The rebound by McGary. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
That's his 4th personal foul. Teams in the penalty.
The Thunder have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
2.
And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Mayo drives in. That one goes. Count it. Mayo's got 6 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thunder lead by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Well, our on-the-ball defense was pretty solid in the first half. We cut a lot of the...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Monroe. He's got 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Baseline jumper. That's short off the rim.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Freak. Looking to get it going, and the layup is good. Freak's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
1:09 left to play in the third. Waiters gets a wide open look, off target from the wing.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Bayless the pass to Antetokounmpo, and a wide open look for Freak. No good with the triple.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Augustine, finished off the break. Augustine's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak.
Move the ball.
Here is Bayless, guarded by Augustine, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Vasquez, he's checked in for the Bucks.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Vasquez kicks to Freak. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
It's blocked. Here's Mayo. And it's in. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitch McGary comes in for Serge Ibaka. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Monroe's checked in for Plumlee. Freak comes in for Jabari Parker. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. Steven Adams is out there with McGary. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Look who's coming on the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
For the Thunder, Anthony Morrow's checked in for Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
DJ Augustine.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Augustine. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Waiters dishes to McGarry. It's deflected at the fast break chance. Here's Vasquez. And they're going to count the three-point play.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Free throw good, Vasquez. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Augustine with it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on...
Russell, congratulations.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was 3 thoughts, Kenny.
He was a beast on the boards tonight, guys. There's nobody else. I think no one in the world that could match his effort on the glass tonight. Emotionally, his rebounding gave them a big lift.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.
been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon, but now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
The Bucks continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup on the road. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Pelicans, happy to be here in New Orleans right now in the midst of a homestand. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now. 4 straight wins, looking for number 5.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm's absolutely off the charts.
And the great atmosphere. You know, the fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it does come full circle. But their energy, I truly believe, is lifting this team to even greater heights.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. John Henson out there with Monroe. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1 spot.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite.
And it's Anderson in for Anthony Davis. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Freaks checked in for Monroe. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jabari Parker. Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Vasquez in for Carter Williams. Vasquez kicks to Freak. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Freak's got his first 2 points. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. Where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area. There's still value in that.
In the corner, Middleton with it. He dishes it to Vasquez from outside the arc. Here's Henson. That's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
It's Anderson with the drive, and that one's good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Bucks leading by 5. Vasquez dishes to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Stolen by Anderson. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Some changes for New Orleans. Pondexter comes in for Tyreke Evans. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Jared Bayless is checked in for the Bucks. A nice shot by Pondexter.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Here is Bayless. 8 points his last outing. Feeds to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton the pass to Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Free throw good. Freak. Kendrick Perkins. He's checked in for Eric Gordon. And both free throws good from Freak. Pelicans trail by 5. And Cole kicks to Anderson. Top of the key, Cole releases. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
They set the pick. Vasquez dishes to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that one's good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
They double in with Freak. Here's Ajinça. Milwaukee with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And here's Vasquez. And a wide open look for Freak. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And it's 7 points for Freak. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Bucks lead by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their teams the best chance to win no matter what the circumstance is. If that means playing young guys extended minutes, then all systems go. I mean, that's what being a pro is all about.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Davis and Ashik in the middle. Holiday out there with Norris Cole. And it's Evans in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets played really well. He finished with 8 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Carter Williams against Holiday. To the paint. Here's Ashik. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach reminded them.
The group substitution here for New Orleans. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Perkins.
It's been a nice game for Freak. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And both free throws good from Freak. There's a minute left here in the second. Outside Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Here's Anderson. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Vasquez passes to Antetokounmpo. He gives them a double-digit lead. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him. Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Vasquez can't get it to go.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Pondexter kicks to Cole. Here's Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Vasquez, and it's blocked by Gordon. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And you know what? We're watching exactly what the officials are seeing, Greg, from the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus. We've got the time right here, so they're making sure they got it right.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Bucks ahead, leading by 8. And now we'll send it down to Doris.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play this second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Substitution here for New Orleans. Perkins, he's checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Freak, he's in at center. Antetokounmpo out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Vasquez, and it's Bayless in at the 2. That's good.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Evans with the steal. He feeds it to Cole. Screen by Perkins. Cole dishes to Perkins. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now it's just a 4-point Bucks lead for Milwaukee. They've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Here's Anderson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Anderson's got his second basket. The Bucks shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Middleton outside. There's the pass to Vasquez. Kicks it to Freak. Lets it fly from 18. The shot is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Bayless the pass to Freak. The shot is off. Evans with some nice D. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pondexter kicks to Evans. "16 seconds left to play in the third. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Vasquez. It's good from the top of the key. Vasquez has got 6. Evans cannot hit. Shots continuing to fall.
Come on, New Orleans. Go.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Here's Carter Williams. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out.
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
We're playing hard. We had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from. And we did a great job that night.
Tyreek, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Drew Holiday. He's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does make the big plays, and he made them throughout this one.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
As I was saying, we got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff, you evil twins, CC and Dom got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image is cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature. All right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Oh, ouch.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make it flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could...
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
They
yo.
be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane. And